Shall we start, Sridharji?
I'm ready.
Okay. So, namaste everyone, and welcome to evening meditation and wisdom sharing. So today, with great joy, I invite Sridhar Garu, Master Sridhar. So I met him, I think, during COVID times, isn't it, Sridharji?
Yeah.
So somehow COVID gave some gifts, many gifts, I have to say, to many of us that we know. But one was meeting so many wonderful people, and Sridharji was one. And a little bit about Sridharji. So he had been pretty keen since his childhood times towards spirituality, and he was inclined towards reading books. And he had Satya Sai Baba school or ashram nearby, wherein he was able to get to connect to so many books. Vivekananda's Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, Bhagavad Gita, Bible, Quran. So he was very keen in understanding other dynamics or deeper dynamics of life. And in his course of journey, he came across various spiritual practices as well. So he had been to Isha and then Vipassana. He was there in 2017 for 10 days course, and then came across as well Anapanasati meditation and PSSM. So since then, he had underwent deep meditation practices. And then during COVID times, I remember he was the one every day morning ready for Pyramid Valley International sessions, Buddha CEO sessions, and motivated so many people through his sharings, through his writings. And he had even started sharing about the practice of meditation, I think more than 2 years ago, right, Sridharji?
Yes.
So we had been waiting for this day where Sridharji could come on Beam platform. Thanks to Madhavi as well for connecting dots. And today we have Sridharji here. So welcome, 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 Sridharji. So friends, today we will listen to his journey. We will listen and know more about meditation, particularly about what is meditation, why to meditate, how to meditate, from his personal experiences. So, stage is yours, Sridharji.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. It has been a dream to participate and then share my experiences in Beam. I have been so fascinated about this particular group, especially with Ramji and then Madhuji. I call them Madhuram. Madhuram in Sanskrit is honey. So sweet. So they are so dedicated to this. I get so much of inspiration from them, and the sessions which are being conducted in Beam, I try maximum to attend these sessions. It's different. I mean, each master has got a different approach towards the spirituality or towards the meditation, and we get to see a lot of it is like having multiple cuisine of the food, tastier food and healthier food. So that's how I look at Beam in terms of spirituality. And it has, we have been interacting with Ramji and then Madhuji since long, and then we were planning for this, and then today is the day which came up, and then I'm so happy about it. Let me start about my journey. From earlier ages, I have been inclined to spirituality in the sense, not the spirituality where we do the traditional things, but the spirituality of understanding who we are, where we came from, and then what are we going to do, and then where we are going out. So this is the kind of a thing which I was interested. And then naturally those days during my teens, I was pulled towards Vivekananda and Ramakrishna Paramahamsa mission, and then I read a lot of their books and then try to understand the 4 books, the major books of Gnana Yoga, Karma Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, and then there are 4 of them. So I try to understand those, and then that age was not sufficient for me to understand those, but I felt there is something else beyond our understanding as of now, and then which can give us a lot of insights of what it can give a lot of answers for what I'm searching for. And then I went into many meditation courses. I almost did spiritual shopping, I would say. Once I met Patriji, all that went off. I would say that. So the way, the simplicity, the way he talked to me first time when I met him, the first time meeting him also was a blissful event. I usually, the people who run so much of movement will be so busy. I have seen many gurus where we need to take a special appointment and then do something to meet them. And here my friend comes and says, do you want to meet Patriji? I said, yeah, he's there. Yeah, he's there. So let's go and meet him. Is it? Yeah, we can go. I just went, and then Patriji saw me, and then he behaved as if I'm an old friend of him. And then he shook his hand, and then he asked me to sit next to him. He played flute, and then we meditated, and it was shocking for me, the simplicity of it. And I always like simplicity in life. I don't want to complex things. I mean, I believe our life is so simple, but we complicate ourselves. So that synergy came together, and then and I started practicing Anapanasati, and then that gave me a simplest way, at most powerful way of doing meditation. So that's where I'm stuck to it from past almost 7 years, from 2016 or 14. I saw him first, and then from there I've been doing this. And from past 5.5 or 6 years, I think I'm not missing a single day of meditation. I've been meditating every day, even if it is for 20 minutes. I don't want to miss the touch of the source. So that's where I wanted to tell people, I wanted to share my experience of how it started. I mean, with that spiritual inclination, I had a lot of intuitions. I saw a lot of things which happened before in my dreams. And then I saw my wife 3 years before I actually met her in my dreams. And then that same event repeated in my life once I got married to her. So all these things happened, and then I kept on believing more and more into it, saying that there's something beyond our understanding of with this physical body. And I started reading a lot of books, and then meeting a lot of people, and experimenting a lot of things and all that stuff. And then I got into the Buddha CEO meditation, which is again Anapanasati, and then I started attending that regularly during COVID period, and COVID became a blessing in disguise for most of us. And that's where I had little deeper understanding of other things. And then I started experimenting on my body first, and then I found that most of the things which the body can solve, we hastily take steps to repair it ourselves, but most of the times we fail. But if you leave it to the body, body can actually heal itself. It only needs a little bit of nudge in terms of the energy, as well as the time to heal itself. That I have seen practically with my father. He was in ICU till yesterday. He got discharged today. That's why I'm in my sister's place now. Otherwise, I would have done in my own pyramid in Bangalore. So the thing which I've seen is many of the people, since I was there 1 week in the hospital observing people, so they get tensed so much with small things, and they depend on completely on the external chemicals to heal them. That's where I felt that, okay, let me experiment on myself. From past 7 years, I have not used a single medicine till now. I used to carry strips of tablets for my sinus, and I had inhalers, a bunch of inhalers in my bag. That used to be my situation every day. I need, before, whether I take laptop or not to the office, it's different, but I need to check whether I'm taking these tablets and then inhaler or not. That used to be my situation. But from past 7 years, I have not used anything. If you see any of my laptop or any bags, no medicines, nothing. So that was successful. And after that, I started experimenting on manifestation things. I wrote in 2021, I think I wrote a vision board, and then most of it came true in the vision board. And this gave me a lot of confidence that I can do little more, and then spread this to the people, saying that if I can do it, everybody can do it, because the same energy is flowing in everybody. So I started reading Western books, the authors from West who have written the books. And ultimately, when I see the East, the Middle East, and then West, and everybody who writes it, when they go to the peak, the message which comes out of them is the same. And that was a big revelation for me, saying that, yes, that means the source is same everywhere. It's only the different forms it is taking. And then I always give this example of a ocean. So if you go to the ocean and fill a bucket of water, or fill a bottle of water, or fill a vessel, so you get it out, and then when you look into that water, you say it's a bucket of water, and the water inside the bucket thinks that I'm the bucket of water. It forgets that it came from the ocean. And when you actually look deeper into the water, the configuration and everything, you find that there is no difference between the ocean water and the bucket of water, which you picked up from there. We are all same like that. So we are in different containers called these bodies. And then we feel we are different. But when you reach to a certain stage and touch that source, then you easily find that, yes, I am the same. We call it as Tattvamasi. I'm the same. So how do you find out that? And then once you find out, what happens? These are the things which I wanted to share today. So once you find out, it's the same electricity wherever it is passing through, and then you can use it for your cars, you can use it for your mobile, you can use it for your appliances. Wherever you are using, it's a different way it is working, but it's the same electricity wherever it is available. It's similar example, one more example we can give like that. But how do you touch that source? So to touch that source, you need to be tuned to it. It's like a FM station. There are waves which are going through the space, and then only when you tune to a certain station with that frequency, then you will start hearing the music. So this is also same. So the cosmic rays, or cosmic energy, the lack of word, you call it as God, energy, universe, whatever you want to call it. There is something supreme than us which is there. So that's our source, that's our home. If you want to touch that and then get that energy out and realize yourself that you are also the same energy, whatever is possible, we can always do it. Whatever you think, you can do it. You are the master of your destiny. The actual meaning of you are the master of your destiny can be found when you realize that you are that energy, which is same from the source. So this is what triggered me to experiment a lot of things, and then started experimenting quite a few of the things. And then most of them, I would say, are successful, and some of them are on the way to be successful. So which I'm able to see it. And then the very meeting of Patriji itself is one of the part of that. That's what I feel. There's a purpose for it. And then all that was happening. So coming back to why we should meditate is just to touch that source and then realize ourselves that something beyond is there, and that's where we get that energy drawn, and then you become that energy. Today, I think in Beam itself, someone has posted, you are not a drop in the ocean, you are the ocean in the drop. I think somewhere in the Beam or someone has posted this. You are not a drop in the ocean, but you are the ocean in the drop. So once you find that, there is enormous potential which opens up from you, and then the freedom which you can think beyond the limitations of yourself, the bodily limitations, the surrounding limitations, or your circumstances. All that will just vanish, and then you get into a pure bliss where you can do whatever you want. So this is what I found, and how do we touch that source is the issue now. Once I found that, so what? How do you touch the source? As we talked about, we need to tune to that station. That's easy said than done. Or you need to have the frequency increased. Your vibrational frequency should be so high that you automatically touch the source. So coming back to the physical kind of stuff, so we are so busy doing a lot of physical work, mental work, a lot of things. So how do you take a break from there, take a pause, and then be yourself? What do you mean by be yourself? Is you should be able to be with you. If you understand what I'm trying to say, you realize how far you are from yourself. Because a lot of times you think you are thinking for yourself, but most of the time you are 80 to 90% of the time you are thinking external. You are not thinking internal. So that revelation will come to you once you sit down and then think about yourself. What am I doing? Where I am? What is that I want to do? So once you sit and then analyze that and give it a thought for yourself, then you will easily realize that there's lots which you are missing out. You are very far from yourself. So that pure self, what is there? That people call it as inner voice, or people call it the voice within. So that voice comes out only when you can clear all the clutter from yourself. So you have so many thoughts going on. So there is a theory saying that on an average, a person has 60,000 thoughts passing through his mind every day. Imagine you have certain amount of energy, and that energy has to be distributed into each thought will draw some energy from there. So imagine if you have 60,000 thoughts, that energy is distributed among 60,000, and none of the thoughts get enough energy to do something about it. So if you can reduce those number of thoughts and then come down to limited thoughts or zero thought, that's when you'll have direct touch with that particular energy and full of it. And that's where if you introduce your own thought, which you think is valuable, and that thought gets the complete energy, and that gets manifested, that becomes matter. Your thought plus energy becomes matter. Patriji always says, meditation plus visualization equals to manifestation. That's what formula he gives. So if you go deeper, through meditation, you get some energy drawn, and your thought plus your feelings. Thoughts are electric because they draw the energy, and feelings are magnetic because that's where you feel the emotion of it, and then you actually bring that to happen true. So your energy, which is coming through meditation, plus your thoughts, which are electric, plus your feelings, which are magnetic, equals to your manifestation. So that I experimented, and then I built my own pyramid at my own house, which with big backyard, which is again manifested. And the job which I'm doing right now as a founder of a company is also a manifestation. And so many things happen in my life with that particular formula. So this is what has to happen. So how do you get there? Is your mind has to have something to latch on. You can't be brain dead. That's for sure, because the brain functionality or the mind functionality is to think. If you are curtailing it, that means you are almost killing it, which is not good. I don't believe in controlling the mind, because mind cannot be controlled, because the function of it itself is to think. But if you can train it to think in the present, that means look here than looking up or somewhere else, look straight where you want to go, then you will see a lot of things happening in front of you. Then your decisions will change, then your behavior will change, then your thoughts, the chain thoughts which come out of that thought will also change. I'll give you an example of, again, in that 60,000 thoughts, people say around 90%, 80 to 90% of the thoughts are from the previous thoughts. That means, oh, yesterday I did this mistake. No, that fellow shouldn't have told me like this. And then it usually puts a little bit of spices in it and then rewinds it, saying that, oh, this fellow said, oh, that does that mean this is what he means? No, this is what. So it keeps on going. And then when you are going back into negative, so 80 to 90% of it is past, out of which again most of it is negative. You rarely remember the positive things of the past unless you forcefully do it. That's how we are programmed or trained from the childhood, depending on the circumstances which you are brought in. And the remaining 10 or 15% will be what if scenarios. 90% of that what if scenarios is again negative. Nobody thinks, what if tomorrow I have 2 million put into my bank by someone? Everybody thinks, what happens if I lose that money from my bank? Most of you agree with me. So nobody thinks the positive things in what if scenarios. The what if is future. So in this dilemma of past and future, we forget the power of now, because whatever happened in the past, whatever is going to happen in future is right here. Because whatever you do right now is going to affect your future. But if you are getting the same past and then putting in the present, that means you are going to repeat the same, whatever situation you are in now is going to repeat again, because you are trying to bring that past and then put in the present. The result of the past is where you are now. That means you are repeating your position again and again of what you are right now. So how do you get out of it? That means you need to change your present, which is right now. If you can come out of that loop and then make yourself little happier and more blissful, you can expect your future to be much more blissful, because your future is dependent on what you are doing right now. So this is what has to happen. So this is very easy to say or explain with a little bit of examples, but very tough to do, because your mind is very, very, active. In that case, how do you tell it to do something repeatedly, which is right now? Okay, you listen to music. After some time, the music stops. Again, mind goes back. You do something, some activity, again that stops. What is that doesn't stop with you, and it is there with you whenever you want, and it is within you, so that you don't need to carry any accessories, and which is easily available for you? That's nothing but your breath. And the breath happens right now. That means whatever in breath you are taking, out breath you are leaving, it is happening right now. You are not going to take yesterday's breath and then leave tomorrow. No, you have to do it right now. So that's the tool which is within you, and you don't care about it for a long time. I'm not talking about the people who already do it, but for the people who forget that you have so powerful tool with you, within you, and it can change your life, because your mind gets immediately trained to be in the present, because it is trying to see how your in breath and out breath is happening. So that trains your mind to be in the present. When you are in the present, you don't get biased with past events or your wild expectations. You see the situation as is. Once you start seeing situation as is, you have enormous choices in front of you. Otherwise, you react. Once you find the choices, then you start thinking, you start responding to the situation instead of reacting to the situation. That simple thing will solve almost 99% of your issues, whatever are there as of now. That simple thought that I don't want to bring it, it is like how you were saying. I mean, I'm saying my sister's grandsons. Even if you shout at them, after 5 minutes, they'll come to you, they'll smile, they'll hug you. You can't do it. You and me can't do it. Oh, that fellow shouted me. Why did he shout me down? I think previously also he did this. 4 months back also I've seen on phone his voice was different. All this is running in your mind. Kids don't care. They live now. For them, they need chocolate, they need chocolate. That's it. Whatever they can do, they'll do for that chocolate right now. And if you don't give, they'll forget it. They'll sleep, forget, get out, and then again come and then be with fresh mind again. So you should be a kid in your spirituality. So once you become a kid, you have so much of enthu and so much to learn and so much to live to the full extent of your life. So that's what meditation gives you. What is meditation is, if you look at the Patanjali Yoga Sutras, there are 8 of them, Ashtanga Yoga. In that, the last 3 are ignored generally. And the basically, most of it is asana pranayama is what is caught the craziest thing in the world. You have goat yoga, beer yoga, and all that stuff. So nothing wrong with that. At least they're doing something. But when you look at it, all these remaining 5 of them, the first 5 of them, are working towards the last 3 of them. If you can realize that, what is happening there? First is dharana, dhyana, samadhi. What is dharana? Dharana is if you can be with something for 12 seconds, that is called dharana. If you can just be there with something for 12 seconds, it is dharana. Imagine, you have to be there for 12 seconds. The most experienced guy which I have seen is hardly 6-7 seconds. They'll get some thought, some disturbance, something. But there are people who go a little beyond, which is dhyana, which is 12 of these dharanas is dhyana, which is 144 seconds, 12 into 12. So that is dhyana. But in English, lack of words, everything we call it as meditation. But dharana, dhyana, 12 dharanas are one dhyana, 12 dhyanas are one samadhi. Samadhi, if you heard, people think that you put in a hole and then close it and then you are there forever. No, that's not samadhi. That is mahasamadhi, where that's a different process altogether. Let's not get there as of now. But the samadhi actually, according to Patanjali, means 12 dhyanas are one samadhi. That is 25 minutes, 48 seconds or something. So that is 12 into 12 into 12 seconds. If you could do that, you become that energy. Samadhi is being with that energy. You merge into that energy and you realize that everything in the world is energy form, the same energy. I'm not saying different energies, the same energy. You see everything in the form of energy, and then you see everybody being there in the form of energy, and then it having different shapes and forms, but the same energy is residing in everybody. So that oneness, the oneness comes into your mind. Once you realize, that's enough. That's all you need to do. So that's where we need to go. But to start with, dharana, dhyana, samadhi. So to reach that, if you do asanas, your body gets stabilized so that you can sit for 3-4 hours if you want to. And if you do pranayama, your breath gets stabilized so that you don't get sneeze. Imagine you are in a deep meditation, you sneeze, everything gone. So to have that clear body and then your breath, these things will help you. At the same time, yama, niyama and all that. So there are some principles where you need to follow so that you don't get your mind cluttered with impurities. Your mind is pure. So all these things, there's Patanjali also, maybe we can take one separate session for it, but I'm just giving you the intro of it. So this is what is meditation in English, but in actual sense, dharana, dhyana, samadhi is what is meditation totally. But we can be going step by step. To start with the step by step, that's where Patriji made a big movement. This is Anapanasati. So the simple, I went to Vipassana also the first 3 days that they teach the same thing. So what they do is, what you are supposed to do is, you are supposed to be with your breath. I'm reserving the words called concentrate, focus, and all that stuff, and efforts. So the basic rule of meditation is, if you think you are meditating, you are not meditating. Which means you should be dissolved. Me as Sridhar is completely dissolved. Then I know I reach to the source. As long as I think I'm a bucket, I will not be able to mix with the ocean. I'll be still in the bucket. The moment I dissolve this bucket, I merge with the ocean. So the I should be dissolved. So at the moment I'm meditating now. No, you're not meditating. You are thinking you are meditating. You thinking. Thinking is you are still doing the act of yourself. So you should completely dissolve yourself. How do you dissolve yourself? If you have a wall clock in your room, if you listen to the clock, tuck, 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 after some time you don't hear. It's still hitting, but you don't hear. Again, when you put your attention there, you start again, tuck, tuck, it comes. So similarly, when you start observing your breath, after some time, you merge with that breath. You don't feel you are breathing. Breathing is happening still. So don't worry about it. So you don't feel the breathing. So you merge with that breathing. So that's when the things will happen. So if you go beyond like the wavelengths of your brain, high beta, gamma, let's take that in next session somewhere. Scientifically, it is proven that your subconscious mind opens at alpha stage. And that's where you put your programming into it, whatever you want to manifest, and then it goes deeper, and then it opens up and connects to your source and all that. That's a different science altogether, explanation altogether, I would say. It's the same thing. So let's get into that later. So this is, I think, overall, you understood what is meditation, why we should meditate, and how part is this, where you just close your eyes, clasp your fingers, cross your legs, and just be with your breath. So it's as if you are watching a river flowing in front of you. You don't look at each of those drops. You see the flow happening. So just close your eyes and then just see the flow happening in your nostril. So initially, in this technique I learned from Vipassana is, it's very difficult to look at the breath going in, because if you're a visual person or if you're a listening person or something like that. So what I felt is when you breathe in and breathe out, the simple technique which I learned, which worked for me, is whenever you breathe in or breathe out, there's a subtle sensation happening in your nostrils. If you close your eyes right now, take a natural breath in and out, you see slight sensation happening inside your nostrils. Just hold on to that sensation. That's all you need to do. And slowly when you practice, it'll pull you up and then pull you up and then put somewhere in here. And you start seeing some flutter happening here and all that. That's advanced stage. Let's not bother about it. I don't encourage people straight away focus here in the middle, because I have seen a lot of people getting nausea and then headache and all that stuff because they are not used to this. So the simple way to do it, which I learned from the other Vipassana and all that stuff, is keep observing that sensation till you get used to it. And slowly that sensation will take you to up, and then you can move that energy anywhere you want in your body after some time. That's what I learned. That's very easy to do it instead of doing anything else. Otherwise, oh, I'm breathing. No. So the moment you put your effort, you are there. That means you're not meditating. Please remember this. You should be dissolved. How do you dissolve yourself? You should hold a subtle thing where you can simply merge into it. That's all. That subtle thing which you observe here happening in your nostrils is more than sufficient. And just observe that sensation happening. Going in, going out, going in, going out. You don't need to go along with it till your tummy. Don't do that. There are methods which suggest that, but for me, I just observe that I'm just standing there observing that sensation. Only that sensation part I'm worried about. Just be there. And I don't want to use things like focus on the sensation or concentrate on the sensation. The moment you concentrate, focus, you are there. Someone says, I read somewhere in one of the books, they say, God, I'm offering myself to you. Once you offered, you are gone. How can you offer again? You offered, gone. You are not there. How can you say, I offered myself to you? No, you can't. So it's like that. So it's a very subtle thing. So what you need to do is just observe, keep observing that sensation. After some time, the breath becomes a little shallow. And then after some time, you don't remember that you are breathing. After some time, you don't know your body is there. After some time, the space and time, that is gone. That's where you go into a different frequency. That's where you touch your source. In that 20-25 minutes or 30 minutes which you do the meditation, it will hardly happen 10-15 seconds, but you feel that's much more. And that practice, when you keep on doing. So at one stage, the moment you sit and then close your eyes, clasp your fingers, within seconds, you reach to that stage. That gives you a lot of bliss. That's the energy part which I'm talking about. And you feel so blissful, and no other materialistic thing will give you that happiness in you, or that joy in you. So that's what is meditation method, which I would suggest you. So I think I have taken too much of time. So let's start now. Any questions till now? I can answer them before we start the meditation. I would just do 20-25 minutes meditation if you can. Around 20 minutes meditation. Because after meditation, I don't want to talk. I want you to preserve that energy and then be happy with it. Any questions? You can please answer a question. I'll try to answer those questions. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much, sir. Actually,
Thank you.
It's very, very beautiful, the way you have explained, and the way from the what is actual meditation and what is samadhi and all. It's really very beautiful. And also the sensation part, when you're saying about here and going to reach that higher self, and at that time you get that bliss or the joy, that happiness is tremendous. Yes, it's really very, very beautiful actually journey. And but the whole the journey, how you can reach there, that you have explained it very, very nicely. Thank you so much. And
Thank
thank you
you.
so much for accepting as well.
Thank you.
Yes,
Thank you.
thank you.
So, if not any, I would like to start the session. Generally, I do a little bit of body relaxation, and then from there, I get into Anapanasati. And from there, I get into gratitude part of it at the end. So I'll close at the gratitude part of it. So when I ask you to close your eyes, just close your eyes. And if you want to adjust yourself, closing your eyes, keep on adjusting yourself. And don't open your eyes till at the end when I say you can open your eyes. Okay, so that's the only thing which you need to do. If you want to adjust yourself, you can, of course, you can do it. Not an issue at all. Okay, so let's do it now. Sit in a comfortable position. Choose your position to meditate for next half an hour. Adjust yourself. Remove any gadgets on your body, including specs. Gently close your eyes. Clasp your fingers. Rest your hands on your lap. Cross your legs at ankles. Take a long, deep, slow breath. Long, slow, deep breath. With each and every deep breath, allow deeper and deeper relaxation flow through your body. Starting from top of your head. Relax your forehead. Allow deeper and deeper relaxation flow through your eyes. Relax your under eyes. Feel the calmness in your eyes. Relax your cheeks. Relax your jaw. Feel the deeper and deeper relaxation flow through your entire face. Continue your deep breathing. Relax your neck muscles. Drop your shoulders. Relax your upper arms. lower arms, and the fingers. Allow deeper and deeper relaxation flow through your upper body. Feel the relaxation in your chest area. Relax your lower body. Relax your entire back. Feel the weight of your body on your seat. Relax your upper legs. Lower legs. And the toes. Feel the deeper and deeper relaxation flow through your entire body with each and every cell of your body. Enjoy the relaxation. Let's start Anapanasati meditation. Observe your normal, natural, easy, and relaxing breath. Normal, natural, easy, and relaxing breath. No force, no effort, no concentration, and no focus. Just a simple observation of your natural flow of in-breath and the out-breath. Be aware of the subtle sensation happening in your nostrils while taking the in breath and the out breath. It is natural to have thoughts. Whenever you have a thought, gently divert your attention back to your breath. Be with your breath. Your energy flows where your attention goes. Rest your attention on your breath. The more you are with your breath, the less will be your thoughts. Your breath is the bridge between yourself and your higher self. Be with your natural and normal breath. Allow yourself to slowly merge with your in-breath and the out-breath. When you completely merge with your breath and become one with it, your mind will become empty. Observe that emptiness in your mind. That emptiness is the energy. Allow that energy to enter into your body. Feel the love. Allow it to touch each and every part of your body. Feel the healing. Allow it to completely fill your body. Feel the joy. Allow yourself to expand this energy beyond your body and fill your room. Feel the energy inside you, outside you, and all around yourself. Allow the energy to fill your home and touch all your people. Allow yourself to expand this energy into the entire universe. Feel the universal energy. Feel it, experience it, and merge with it. You and the universal energy are not different. Feel the oneness. oneness with the nature, the oneness with everyone and everything. Enjoy the divine feeling of you being in all. Back to your breath. Come back to your breath. Feel your body, the new, energized, completely healed, filled with the joy and the blissful body. Enjoy the calmness and complete relaxation. Let's show gratitude. Gratitude is the ultimate state of receivership. The more we show the gratitude, the more we receive. Be grateful to your parents for giving this beautiful connection to the universe. Be grateful to your teachers and mentors who made you what you are today. Be grateful to your family and friends. Be grateful to the nature and the universe. Be grateful to everyone and everything who helped you in your life. grateful to yourself for giving this beautiful gift of meditation today. Whenever you are ready, rub your palms and keep them on your eyes for 5 seconds. And slowly open your eyes at your own time. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Sridharji. It was such a wonderful journey that you took us. It was quite deep. So thanks a lot. And as well for all the information that you have shared about meditation and your journey as well. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot.
Friends, anyone would like to share? You can unmute yourself if you wish to.
Ramesh, thanks for inviting me here. It was really good. And thank you very much, Sridharji, for all the information. For me, meditation, has not been such a very strong part of my life so far. I know about it. I have practiced it, on and off. But today, the way you explained it made a lot of sense. And I think I will join, again and again. And I think it will be very, very helpful. It was really good. I did not realize that, we were there for 25 minutes, concentrating on the breath, because I think for me, the maximum I have done is about 10 minutes in the past. So this was really good. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. Thank you very much.
So we have a lot of messages in the chat, Sridharji. So then we have one request from Sailaja. So she's
I have done a playlist. Around 215 tracks are there. So I'll share that playlist itself from my YouTube, so that whenever I update the playlist, you get the updation in your link.
Super, super.
So do you want me to put here or in the group? I think I'll put it in the chat.
Yeah,
WhatsApp,
yeah. Okay. So yes, Madhavi.
Your voice is not coming.
Sridhar garu, ఇప్పుడు వినిపిస్తుందా?
Now it is.
చాలా చాలా బాగుండే. I mean, it's very
Thank you.
mindful meditation. It's really, it's so
Actually,
soothing.
I do it for 25 minutes of Anapanasati. I cut down the entire thing into 20 minutes now.
Yeah,
that people will not be able to do it.
Yes, we can sit longer and longer. If you take 1 hour meditation also, I think we can just sit like that and
Thank
we
you.
are just gone away. I mean, the way you were explaining about to relax and to drop down the shoulders and to get on. I mean, it's so beautiful, actually. I cannot express in words, actually. Thank you so much once again.
Thank you. Thanks to my all courses, past life regression, Vipassana, all courses, I mixed up everything and then brought this entire formula of relaxation, Anapanasati. And in Anapanasati also, I give subtle suggestions, not strong. And walk you through, and then bring you back to the body, and then gratitude. So this is how I designed it. Thank you.
Perfect. So I see it was such a wonderful experience with everyone. So
Thanks for
Sridhar,
the opportunity first.
we would like, we were waiting for this to happen, and today was the day. So grateful to you that even though you had your personal travels and then very personal reasons and needs, you were able to be with all of us. So very grateful. And yes, we will look forward for new sessions, more sessions.
Thank you. Sure.
Okay, friends. So shall we end, Sridharji?
Yeah, if not any questions or comments or experiences, we can always.
Anyone else, friends?
Sir, my experience is one thing that I felt as if my mom was talking to me, actually. When you were saying that feel those energies throughout the body as well as throughout the cells and everything, I was just thinking that how my mom used to pat and make me sleep, and when we are sick also to heal those everything through that energies and all. It just felt like that mom's arm was on my body. That was a great experience. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, good, great. So then we meet very soon, Sridharji, and
Sure.
friends, we meet back on the Beam platform as usual, 6 a.m. tomorrow morning for another meditation and wisdom sharing. Namaste all. I wish you all a great day.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.